whole P250 armor or whatever was so that you didn't get one-shotted from a P90 around the corner, or one-shotted from a Bison or a Glock or a pistol of some sort. And now everyone is so scared of the head armor that if you're a T, you buy an AK or you buy a Galil, which is going to essentially end up with a one-shot kill to your head, whether you have head armor or not.
Absolutely. And looks like this game is going to get underway. So Bishop, it's all you, buddy. Let's get this thing started.
Alright, well, roster rundown real quick. You know them and love them. United5, Storm, TM, Moses, XP3, and Warden. And on the T side, Mediocre Gaming, Mediocre, sorry to mispronounce these, D-Born, Irakanji, Shroud, and Desi. You guys can correct me later if I'm wrong on any of those. We got a full rush. Looks like T-side going to be coming straight out of B. Shroud finding Warden, getting 1 kill. 2 kills, in fact, as they're going to try and still get entryway into B. Bomb still up there. Now hanging tight, trying to get picks. Bomb is down. Mediocre comes down, gets picked, and a clean sweep for United5. Just cleaning up that round 1-0.
So U5 sicked 3 people in the beginning over there at B site. Sheriff, do you think that was a preemptive strat? Do you think that they knew that they were going to go B, or was that just something that they just gambled on?
Well, honestly, Glocks are so strong that most people decide to stack a site and retake on the other. So I didn't like the fact that Manajumas didn't scout the other site to see that it was a full retake before taking B, but they didn't, and they paid the price in the end by running into the stack.
And now we've got MG working A slowly, smoke lower A, Desi in apartments. Looks to be a 4-1 split. They're going to go right into the FAMAS Brigade. United5 getting 1, 2, 3, 4 kills quickly. This was pretty much pistol strat all over again, but just a lot more ammunition flying MG's way. 2-0, and United5 once again making it look easy.
Yeah, and the Terrorists are going to buy up Galil's head armor. I'm a little bit surprised about that. Sheriff, do you guys ever do that, or you just save this round and buy AKs?
I'm a firm believer in having full inventory, but that's every team knows their strengths, and these guys may be really strong with Galils.
And as MG works A again, and as you stated, Lloyd, Galil's in hand, some utility in terms of flashbangs. Bomb's going to be on D-Born. We'll go ahead and follow him, sitting lower A underneath that smoke. I've been told my mic's a little loud. Let me try and fix that. Another smoke preventing him to walk in with 120 left in the round. Still waiting. Very patient, though. They're going to be sitting on a few nades. Drops Irakanji down to 49. Still waiting with about a minute left. More than likely, they're going to be waiting for that smoke to clear before they try and run in or throw some smokes and flashes of their own. Here comes a flash. D-Born coming up for the rest of his team. Finds one in the side, takes him down. Desi gets a kill. D-Born following up with one as well. Now 3-on-5 going to the A side. Bomb still in hand with D-Born. And back and forth they go. Storm will find one for United5, but it's going to be a 2-on-3 after Storm finds another one from Stairwell. So Warden and Storm, Warden window room now by Connector, going to be retaking this side as D-Born's going to move over towards lower A and try and cut them off getting into the bomb side. Bomb still ticking away, 3-on-2. Desi, Shroud, and D-Born still up for MG. Warden gets shot from the side, back to site, and Shroud will clean up as well, getting not one but both kills to end it on Warden and Storm. So Mediocre Gamers getting their first round of the match.
I'm loving your casting, Bishop. That's nice. That's nice. So the Terrorists did a typical strat. They did the typical smoke window, smoke connector, and then they just flashed over into A and took the site. The CTs didn't play anybody in a window. They played a guy in connector, 2 guys A and 2 B side, 1 more towards Cat. But I think we'll see that strat more often.
Ooh.
Alright, Shroud with a quick pick to start it off. 4-on-5 all of a sudden for United5. I wanted to make a not-so-united pun, but I'll leave that alone. So 123 left in the round. We're following D-Born once again. Bomb's actually going to be on Irakanji. You see a T-spawn working this slow, so I would assume scouting's a new term that I hear more and more. As they were scouting mid by the looks of it, they'll fall back T-spawn. Looks like slowly work back towards A. As you can see on the minimap, if you look closely, CT's mainly rotated to mid, 1B pushing up. He'll more than likely fall underpass now. And MG is going to be walking into A, right into the side. Bomb still with, it looks like Irakanji's. They'll go in, flashing over towards window room. One going to be CT spawn. You see him right there from D-Born. TM in the back corner, finding one in Sandwich. And now Storm will answer as well. 3 quick kills for United5, and 4 and 5, and wow. United5 it seems once they get on a little bit of a roll, they just snowball the round into a victory.
Yeah, I agree. Bishop, production crew's got a little bit of a message for you. Maybe a little bit of present in there. Schaefer, do you think U5 is ever going to pick up an op on this map, or do you think they're going to stick to their strengths and just go 5 rifles?
No, I could see them picking up an op for sure. Once they string a couple rounds of economy here, or if they pick up one from the T's, I could see XP3 picking one up as well.
You guys can tell me if this is any better in terms of volume. Warden, Storm, 3 kills, 4 kills, XP3 joining the club, and then Warden finishing it off. Sorry, I was adjusting a few things. 4-1 the score in favor of United5.
Just to reiterate on that last gun round where the CTs took it from them, they tried to run essentially the same strat. The difference is United5 didn't get separated at A there. They played retake spots, and I'd like to see them do that again, because I think they're a better retake team than they are at holding the sites.
And we'll see Shroud quick pick at apartments, find XP3 now 4 on 5, and here comes just a bombardment of smokes and flashes into A as MG's going to walk in from low array and split the A site. Desi leading the pack with bomb, running in. You see one to his right, one to his left. They'll come in. Moses finds one with the AK, takes him down, gets 2 before finally be taken out by Shroud from apartments. Bomb is down, and here comes the rotation from United5. 3 on 3, now 2 on 3 as Shroud's taken down from the shrapnel in apartments. And Irakanji flanking mid will find one, misses on Storm, and now will still work mid. Mediocre getting 2 kills himself before Warden will finally take down Irakanji on the flank. So now 1 on 1, plenty of time, 55 seconds. Mediocre and Warden around the same in health, as Warden will now peek from the side and takes him down. United5, 5-1.
Warden is on fire right now, 11-1. He's doing work. The terrorists had the, like you said, they had that A strat. Shroud got the quick pick, so they're up 4v5. Storm rotated quickly off Cat. Now, as a terrorist side, do you play a lurker in this? It looks like they did have a lurker, but it came a little bit too late. Do you typically send a lurker when you guys play terrorist side?
I do. The lurker, I use the lurker a little differently. I use the lurker to scout as well as sell fakes as well as lurk. So I think this map's a good map to cut the map off if you're a CT. So I think they should definitely use one.
United5 with 3 quick kills, now 2 on 4. We were talking about pistols earlier before this game started, and obviously MG doing a nice job of putting those to work, finding 2 kills this round. Obviously going to try and pick up a bit more hardware before they continue on, as it's now 2 on 3. Shroud and Mediocre still up in mid. Warden working catwalk. He got peeked by both of them there, but he'll fall back and reload. And Mediocre will get taken down from TM and connector. Warden with the quick burst to end it. So up 5 rounds going into the 8th.
Man, 28% over at CSGO Lounge, just smiling right now. Schaefer, what do you do as a terrorist team to pick up some rounds here? You said that a good half was 9-6. What do you do to get 5, 6, 7 more rounds here?
Honestly, Mediocre's being pretty predictable. I haven't seen a single fake thrown. I haven't seen any scouting thrown. And they did send a lurker, but I don't think the lurker did his job. He didn't lurk. He was one of the first to die, to be honest with you. And when that happens, the CTs can pretty much say, hey, listen, I got their lurker. And most invite teams and pro teams know the other team's lurker. Hey, I got their lurker. He's over here, which means they're probably going to the other site. And that's happened the one time that they've sent the lurker out here. But as you can see, they're going to do the same thing here. It's going to be a 4 or 5 man beat A take. And if the CTs decide they want to hold it, that's when they'll probably have the best chance for a T-side round. And that looks like that's what they're going to do.
Yep, smokes and flashes in. XP3 following him by window room. Was already set up for that apartment rush, but he'll fall back towards the smokes on stairwell and peek again. One already in the side underneath there, you see him, but XP3 still waiting. Shroud takes him down quick with a quick shot from the AK. Bomb will be planted in the smoke. 4 on 5, and now United5 working to retake the site. TM flank got into the site behind us. He takes him out right next to the bomb. Irakanji watching the flank from T-spawn, and now TM still inside for United5, trying to do some more work. Finds one more over there by boxes towards low ray. Irakanji will peek, finds Moses, takes him out. Storm will get 1, and Warden will follow up on Irakanji as they'll get the defuse. Now up 6 rounds. I think this is at least, what, a 5-0 run by United5?
Yeah, actually. They won the first two, lost the third, and 5-0 now. Schaefer, you're right. You hit it right on the button. These guys are masters of retaking, and I think that's because they've played together so long. And
Teamwork.
yeah, they're retaking these sites like it's nothing. And great job by U5. And if they hold on, it's going to be tough for Mediocre to do anything with this match.
But the best way to beat a retake is to sell a fake to keep them on their toes so they're not all ready to retake, and they haven't done that yet. It doesn't look like they're going to do it again.
Yeah, it seems as soon as they put their mind to a bomb site, they just commit. But actually, now it looks like they'll get a pick and fall back. Desi might stick around to spam, but they've gotten a pick in B, falling back a bit towards underpass or T-spawn, unless, as you can see on the minimap, sending two through T-spawn to A, maybe to sell a separate fake, and then work into B after one rotates. So 108 left in the round. Looks like we're going to have Mediocre Gaming doing a bit of magic tricks, if you will. Or at least waiting for another pick before they make their move on which side to take. Desi's still waiting in upper B for a push of some kind. And the walls are gray. I don't really know what else to talk about. But we got 48 seconds left. Storm still working cat. Obviously no one there. They're all behind him through the wall. He's just patiently waiting for someone to show his face. As Desi might get his opportunity. He'll peek out, finds one, won't get him. XP3 gets the kill. And now it's going to be 4-on-4. MG not going to be able to sell that fake so well. As they've given the position away in B, it's going to make United5 think twice about rotating. But looks like XP3 will just go ahead and cross back just in case. Bombs falling back from B anyway. They may have heard that, which explains XP3's rotation. But 20 seconds left. They're going to have to get into the site quick. They have very little time, and we've got TM waiting very patiently in the back of CT spawn for that plant, just in case. Irakanji working apartments, as you can see coming out. He's going to find one CT spawn in the back, actually getting not only incendiary grenade thrown into his shoe, but Moses cleans him up quick, and now bomb will attempt to be planted, and they do get it down. Mediocre waiting on the boxes, gets a pick, and now United5 will rotate 3-on-3. MG would love to have this round to try and cut short that momentum that United5 has done so well to achieve. Shroud getting 1-2 quick kills. Storm the last alive at a 2-on-1. He'll find Shroud. One left. It's Mediocre who's done a good job thus far of holding that site in the smoke. Storm will go for the defuse. Mediocre will peek and get it. Mediocre Gamers on the board again. 2-7 your score.
I think they took your advice, Schaefer. They went off and did a little bit of scouting. They had one guy play apartments on A. They had three guys go B apartments, and scouting report got them the round. Shroud came up with 2 huge kills in that 2v3 situation. He's gotten a lot of solid kills, and I think that if they keep rolling here, they might be able to. The CTs don't look like they have too much money either. If they win one more round, they might force the CTs to save next round.
Quick note is the good thing that they did there. They got the entry kill, which is awesome. But it doesn't count if you don't make the CTs play the entire map with 4 people. Because a lot of people will get the entry kill and sprint into a site, and that doesn't spread the CTs thin. But they did a good job of that. Now, they almost messed up because Desi peeked too early there and sold the fake. But it's a Shroud and Mediocre show right now. And if you go aim battle with Shroud and Mediocre, you're going to lose.
So now 10th round, 112 left. Looks like it's going to be a commitment for MG. Desi waiting, throwing him Molotov down underneath balcony. XP3's going to jump up. It's too hot for his taste. On the box, right behind him, we'll find one. He's going to get rough flame from the right. Gets him 2, quick flick shot. Maybe 3. Why not? Hat trick for XP3. Shroud, and it looks like Mediocre were the last alive, but they won't be standing long. So in the 11th round, United5 getting back to what they were doing, leading the game up 6.
Yeah, one of the hardest things in this game is when you're down like that, 7-1, you pick up a round, your money resets. So T's are really, really poor here. They don't have any money to work with. They're going to have to save, and I'm not sure what they're going to do for their eco. But yeah, after you win a round, your money resets, and you just become broke. So
It's also a large reason why I don't like the Galil buy 3rd round. They won that round, but then they lost the next one, so they had to save. They lost the next one after that, they had to save again. Just kind of hurts the entire half if you don't get a roll going.
It does. Bomb with Desi as they were saving. Still upper B. Sitting back, trying to get something to work here. Firing away, won't connect. Drop down to 65 and now spamming through a smoke with that Glock. And he'll fall back towards underpass as he's got a Shroud with him. They're waiting for some kind of push, hopefully to get a gun to make something work this round. 1 minute left. Plenty of time if they can stay alive to at least get a pick. Warden's going to go ahead and press up. Desi waiting for him. Peeks, not going to get it. Warden gets the kill, and now he'll go ahead and flank behind and take Shroud out quickly. Now going up with a lead of 7 rounds, United5. And in the 12th, the United5 still snowballing. It seems. Save round or not, still doing an excellent job, I'll say that.
So, Schaefer, let me ask you a question here. If you're the terrorist team and you know that the CTs aren't playing a heavy mid, why aren't they taking middle right now?
I mean, your guess is as good as mine. If you know a team's playing retakes and they're playing a majority of their guys A, you have to make them respect their mid and B, even if you don't go there, or else they can just stack sites on you. That's what happened. Now, see, look, they're taking mid right now.
Looks like Irakanji will find TMXP3. Did take Shroud down, so it's going to be 4 on 5. Bomb working its way to the A side, going mainly through connector. Moses spamming, nearly connected onto him. Now he finally will. Desi will fall. 4 on 3 and 2. XP3 will find one. Miniker and Deborn, though, last up, finding kills themselves for MG. Moses will pick off Deborn, however. So Miniker is going to be the last alive in a 1-on-2. You see him right there in connector. And Moses will get the best of him, takes him out. 10-2 the score.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but they did take mid. They did get that pick on A. But whoever was playing A ramp pushed it too quickly, and then he got picked off. So as a CT, XP3 was able to just sit underneath balcony and pick off whoever came up connector. Should that a terrorist have waited a little bit longer for his teammates to push into site before he took that?
Yeah, you never know what they're calling, obviously. But if you can make it in connector like they did, you want the eyes to be on them so that the lower A guy can come out with backs turned to him, and he didn't do that.
And as
so
MG
it's no longer a
saves,
pinch.
sorry Lloyd, as MG saves Russian Cat through the smoke, getting spammed down. XP3 will find one above window, room, and ladder, and Storm getting a kill as well, so it's going to be 1 on 4. Last up was Shroud, now down on Catwalk, and United5 with yet another round.
I don't know where to go with this. I mean, Schaefer, everybody asked you once, but what are these guys going to do to pick up these last 2 rounds?
Have you seen them do another round where they've spread the map? I haven't, since they've won.
You're right.
Now you're going to see something a little different here. Miniker's going to go with an op. Like I've said before, Miniker's probably second best to Skadoodle op-wise right now in Invite. And this is the first round you're going to see him with one because of those short buys. So, like I said, I'm not 100% sure I agree with the in-game leader not using their biggest weapon, and that, to me, is Miniker's op.
As we had 2 underpass, both Desi and Irakanji were getting incendiary grenade thrown right at them, had to flush out. Desi will find XP3 once he takes down Irakanji, so now 4 on 4. Bomb is still back in T-spawn. It looks like they're really trying to spread this map at this point, at least somewhat. 3 mid, but you've still got 1 back A. I guess they're going to try and get into a window and just close in on one of the bomb sites, leaving one of the CTs stranded. We'll see how it works for him. 55 seconds to go. Bomb is now going to be picked up, and Shroud will rotate towards what looks like B bomb side, or at least middle. He really can go either way with it at this point. And we're just waiting for somebody to make a move.
Once again, this is good. This is going to be a round that's not going to end within 10 seconds here. Because they're making the CTs now spread the map with 4 people. That means 1 person at B, 1 person watching middle, 2 at A, or the reverse way. Now the Ts need to decide where they decided to stack here. And Desi's now going to know.
Yep, Desi got the pick CT spawn. Here they come into B. Shroud coming straight out of the van. Right one behind him, gets him, takes him down, but Storm will find 2 before being dropped by Desi, so it's going to be 2 on 1. Bomb's going to be planted B, and Moses is already in kitchen towards window, jumping out into the site. So we'll go ahead and follow him. Peeking up towards upper B. Bomb taken away. One to the bench to his left side. Sprays, but he's going to get flanked. Doesn't get picked. Miniker did not hit the op shot. Now dropped down to what looks like 16 HP, but it'll be enough as Desi will find him from bench and eliminate him. So they'll get their second round of the half. 11-2 the score.
Oh, Schaefer, you're right again. Terrace, they spread the map out. The CTs didn't, they couldn't retake, obviously, because they were different bomb sites. Desi got into middle somehow, and ended up picking off one of the guys rotating. And I completely agree with you. I think that if you play against a team like U5, you need to go find somewhere where you can work picks, spread out the map, and I just wish that Mediocre Gaming, or gamers, maybe found this out a little bit earlier, but we'll see.
And now,
yeah, they really need this round, plus the pistol.
Agreed, and now it looks like Mediocre Gaming going back to a 2-2 split. A1 lurking from B. And United5 doing what works best, just throwing smokes, holding them down. Going to throw an incendiary for good measure. And Moses sitting strong at lower A. Bomb is apartments, as you can see, so unless they're waiting for a pick from their straggler outside of A, they're going to be taking this side here shortly, with 1 minute left in the round to go. XP3 with a quick kill on Mediocre, and now it's going to be 4 on 5. Rotations will come. They need to go. And D-Born will do just that, peeking from lower A into the side. Here comes Desi getting blindsided for Moses. 2 quick kills in succession for Moses. Now it's going to be 1 on 4 to finish this half. Shroud needs a quad kill with 39 seconds. And XP3 says, nah, let's just go to the second half. Gets the quick op shot on him right in the dome. 3-12 in favor of United5. And for some reason, it just kicked me out of the server.
TF Go TV, I mean, does that now.
So I think what separates some of the good teams from the best teams is that when you're down this far, you have to get your team back motivated, ready to go for the second half. How do you get your team motivated and ready to go for the second half when you're down 12-3?
Well, I mean, this is something where you say, listen, they just 12-3'd us. Let's go. Get this pistol round, and we can do the exact same thing to them. We get this pistol round, we get a couple of rounds going. We know, and you give yourself a team pep talk. We know we're better than them. No matter what happens, we know that we're better than them. The score may not show it right now. We're not real comfortable on this map, but CT side is going to come down to us shooting them before they shoot us, and we're pros at that. So that's something that I would say, at least, if it were me.
I like it. It's really, really insightful, and a lot of teams, like I said, they don't know how to come back from that. They just get down on each other, start playing the blame game.
And United5 looks like for the pistol round, they're going to be just going hard A straight in. Smokes, flashes into the side. 3 waiting for the CT. Shroud with a quick one-shot with that USP. D-Born answering as well. MG with 2 quick kills, now 3. Going to be 2 on 5. And Storm, last up for his team, will fall. So it looks like Mediocre Gamers will get that very needed pistol round to keep this going in the second half.
That's what I'm talking about, boys. That's how you do it. You outshoot them. You see them. Let's go. Let's get on a run here. That's how the mumble sounds right now. 100%.
We need to patch Schaefer into their mumble. Get that motivation up.
Do you think that they kind of forecast their strat by throwing those smokes? I mean, there was, what, 4 or 5 CTs ready to go today? I think they did the same thing you said. It's just stack a site, and hopefully you can retake the other one.
Yeah, essentially, like I said on the opposite end there, I'm a huge fan on pistol rounds, so figure out where teams stack and then try and either get a rotate off of that or to go the opposite way. And they didn't do that, and it didn't work out. I'm not saying I'm a brilliant person, but it's always better to figure out where the stack is and go the opposite way, am I right?
True, and as United5 nearly crept into B, almost got the plan down, but Warden was dropped before he could finish it. XP3 is going to be last alive in upper B, and at this time looks like just trying to get a pick, maybe a gun, and somehow run away and save it. We'll see what happens. Still waiting there. Finds one, shoots, but does not hit him. 14 HP is what he's dropped down to, now getting walled. Irakanji will fall with that P90. He has 64 HP, 1 on 5, and XP3's dropping down to underpass and won't make it. Mediocre gets him with a quick headshot. So Mediocre Gamers now with 5 rounds, still down 7, but obviously trying to get something to go in here. Now, Schaefer, what do you think's going on in their Mumble or Ventrilo now? I want to hear another pep talk.
Honestly, I mean, it's exact same thing. Guys, keep going. Mediocre, whatever his first name is, they're saying right now, you got an op. Let's go. Just run around, pick people with it. They're probably going to be on a save here again. Don't let them get any of our guns. We've got P90s. Just keep the money going. We win the first gun round, and it's already back down to a 7-12. Let's go. And Desi's already taken map control here, so you can tell that they're playing with a little more confidence now. They didn't play with that same confidence on T side. Right now, they're cutting the map off, essentially, saying, listen, A-Halls is clear. There's an 80% chance they're going B. Go.
And they go, one catwalk, TM finds one, but we've got Irakanji with a P90 in upper, waiting in the smoke, finds Moses, takes him down, now spraying red everywhere, manages to take out Storm, and we've got XP3 with the op in catwalk, managed to pick that up, still working the map, trying to see what he can get done with it. Wow, D-Born with a 6 shot on TM over Van, caught him midair, so we've got MG with 2 in kitchen, 1 it looks like going underpass. Yeah.
They can get an op out of Mediocre's hands and, a $5,000 loss to him as well as his armor and a $5,000 gain to United5. This round was a win for them.
Schaefer, you mentioned that you like picking CT side so that on T side you know what you can do with your rounds and how flexible you can be. what do you think that the terrorists have to do? Do you, in your, is it what you're saying is that you can save more rounds so that you can have guns more often, or what exactly did you mean by that?
Well, last half, you could see that the T's, Manajumas in this case, were getting a little paranoid. Like, guys, look, we gotta buy. We gotta start stringing some rounds together here. This is a T-sided map. Let's just Galil up at this point. And I'm not comfortable with that because if I'm a CT at that point, they're not getting our full strats. The CTs are happy that they're not able to run full strats on us. But if I'm a terrorist, like right now, I'm United5. If we lose this round, they're going to be broke. Guys, let's save. You know what? We've got rounds to spare. Let's save 2, get full guns. XP3, go ahead and op up, and let's run our actual strats that we've practiced.
Yep, so now gun rounds, both teams with the ideal hardware to try and get the big W this round. Here in the 19th, XP3 working mid with the op. Bomb waiting out underneath lower A. We're going to watch Desi here from MG sitting stairs by connector. With 120 left in the round, still waiting patiently for that peek in apartments. It looks like, at least this time, knowing that it's a gun round, they're not going to play so aggressive apartments and hang back and just set up the appropriate crossfires. Here come the smokes and the flashes. Desi is completely incapacitated. Now that we'll go ahead and rotate over to Storm as he walks out lower A with the rest of his team. D-Born will find one, though. 4-on-4 as Storm will answer back. Shroud getting and Desi getting a kill apiece. And now Storm going to work. XP3 as well. Storm with 2 quick kills. And here Kanji will jump right over the boxes. Just William Wallace over here showing no fear over the side and gets the kill on Storm to end it. So Mediocre will go up now with 7-12 the score, only down 5, and really turning the tides, if you will, on this match.
Well,
This guy just hit me with a William Wallace reference.
I love Braveheart. I love Braveheart.
It looks like the T's are buying up. They do have, it looks like they have plenty of nades, maybe a Galil and a PT-50, so it doesn't look like they're taking your advice. It looks like they just want to try to force these rounds with these guns and hopefully pick up something. Storm almost had that 1v3. Is a nice play by him, but not quite enough. CTs are making a comeback, like you said, 7-12.
United5, though, with guns in hand this round, being a little more aggressive on B. 3-2 split. Storm and another going through upper B. Looks like that's Moses. They're going to find Irakanji, but eliminate him quickly. One left in the site, and I said left, but now he's gone. TM taking down D-Born, so they will get the bomb planted. Moses down to 18 HP. We'll go ahead and pick up that M4 and stay in sight as they'll split up with 4 alive, actually, excuse me, 5 alive to cover the B side. The last 2 for MG being Desi and Shroud, who looks like they're going to go ahead and save their guns, which is the wise move. And Bomb will more than likely go ahead and tick away here, giving United5 yet another round, 13-17 now.
The CT is really smart by saving these because next round they can buy. Desi has $50, so he's obviously going to need a gun. CTs, if they would like to, they can definitely force next round and try to pick up these the rounds and not give you 5 any more rounds. And they got another 2 rounds, 3 rounds to work with, so CTs probably force up here. Maybe a Galil on Mediocre.
It's a good strat by U5, by the way. They were really low in money. So what they did was they essentially did a fast B split where they only need 2 smokes. One for window, one for connector. It's a good strat to run if you're really low in money. And it just comes down, if you get the entry kill or the trade kill, you have a really good chance to get the bomb down and win. And it worked out for them.
And this time for United5, as you can see, sending 2 lower A with smokes, 3 middle. Looks like they might be trying to fake a similar strat of last round and hope the other 2 guys can just creep into A and kill the rotation. But they got nearly 4 A in terms of MG sitting there defending the site. Irakanji, the only one on catwalk, finds one, takes down TM. He'll now flick over to connector. Storm will take down D-Born from lower A, and they'll get into the A site. Warden getting a kill as well. So now it's going to be 3-on-4. Irakanji nearly taking down XP3, but Desi is still up. Desi with 1 kill, 2 kills from apartments, and bomb will be planted here shortly as it's going to be, well, nearly 1-on-1 as Warden only has 10 HP. Moses will go ahead and plant, though, in the safety behind that stack, and now throw a flash. Desi still trying to get that pick, and Moses pretty much just ripped his eyeballs out with those flashes. Warden throwing a nade. They're doing all they can, dropped him down to nearly nothing, and Warden will finish him off 14-7, and that's going to put a bit of a bind on Mediocre Gamers' finances.
Yeah, CTs look like they're going to have to save here. They're going to have to force overtime. They just didn't have enough room. They didn't give themselves enough room on T side to do anything and give up any rounds CT side. So They're forcing. They're going to force up and buy whatever they can.
Wow.
Looks like they're going for the W. They don't want to tie tonight.
Well, we did talk about how effective the pistols are in this game now, so I wouldn't be surprised to see some highlight reel come out of this round if MG can just do...
Should see a gamble here by them and cut the map off one way and stack it the other.
Well, XP3 gets up quick on apartments, takes down Desi. We have D-Born here with the 5-7, going to go ahead and walk in through the smoke, sees him, gets him, takes down XP3. He'll go ahead and get the AK, and we've got all 5 in the A site. Looks like for United5, 2 are going to go through lower A, but the rest are just going to immediately head over to B. Moses is going to fall back lower A, and as you can see here, D-Born flanking the lower A. He'll find Storm, gets the quick one, nearly would have got Moses, and he might get caught. No, Irakanji will go ahead and flank him. So it's going to be 2 on 4. Bomb is already in B being planted. As we'll go ahead and go over to them now. My auto-direct kind of failing me. We'll go ahead and watch Warden as the round progresses. And back to Irakanji now as they're going to rotate into the site. So 4 on 2. Mediocre Gamers needs this to keep themselves alive. Assigned to force overtime. Let's see if this gamble of theirs paid off. As they'll go into B-side, TM finds one. Now it's going to be 3 on 2. Bombs being defused. Irakanji waiting, looking upper B. Not going to be enough. Warden finds 1, 2. 1 up. It's going to be Shroud with a Deagle who's near upper B. He does not have a kit. And he'll go ahead and give it a whirl. This time defusing, getting blinded, and sprayed down to 0. Warden will finish him. United5 has secured the 15th round.
Yeah, just before, sorry to jump in here, but the round that we just watched, plus the round before that, it's really important to understand that it came down to a 2-on-1 the round before, and they planted the bomb, which essentially most people should realize that's now a 3-on-1. That bomb being planted is another person. So when they just won that round right there, they were down a man until they planted. Then it was an even scenario because then they have to use one of their guys to defuse that bomb. So huge round by U5.
Yeah, I think that your scouting report strat definitely won them that round, even though they got pushed. But because they were able to plant that bomb B, just like you said, they ended up picking up that round, even if it was a 2v4.
Agreed, so 15-7. This is for all the marbles. United5 going to the A side quickly. Bomb will be planted 3 on 5. DeBorn, Irakanji was up, just fell to the AK of Warden. Now 2 on 5. And it's a mess. Shroud actually deborn with 2 quick kills, I believe, or 1. Sorry, Flashbang kind of messed me up there. 4 on 2, bomb ticking away, and just have mercy. Bullets flying everywhere. Storm and TM will end it, taking Deborn and Shroud out. So I believe 16-7 was the final score, and you can correct me if I'm wrong.
No, 16-7, you're right. And congratulations to those who stuck with United5. And yeah, Schaefer, I mean, even you had United5, I believe.
I did. Mirage is... I picked United5 a little biasly. One, this is a newer Mirage. Mirage is more of a source map. Most of Mediocre or Manajumas in this case is from 1.6. They probably haven't had a whole lot of time on this map. And this is, like I said before, this is an excellent retake map with the long rotations and map control map, to where you really need to get map control. If it were an aim map, I would take Manajumas to beat almost anybody except maybe iBuyPower. But this is a really good map to have teamwork on, and I think United5 was way better in that category tonight, at least on this map.
I agree. Absolutely. And again, Bishop, thank you for casting. Play-by-play, you did great.
You know,
What's up?
we have Warden in the house. Warden, how you doing, man?
Good, how are y'all?
I'm great.
God, there's so many mats in this mumble right now.
Yeah, there's 3 mats in here right now.
Alright. Well, one more second here. Schaefer, I appreciate you coming in. You did great. All your insight was amazing. I mean, I learned a lot, and I hope that everybody on the stream learned a lot. And yeah, I mean, every piece of information that you gave us is almost spot on in every situation. It's awesome. Thank you.
Thanks for the free skins, Matt. Easy life, easy skins.
You try, dude. Keep betting against this, guys. Be sure and have more.
Have a good one, guys.
Alright, Warden. So what we noticed is that you guys let them take the site quite often on CT side, and then your guys' retakes were just absolutely optimal. You guys took the site, I think, like probably 4 or 5 of the rounds without any problems at all. You turned 4v5s into, 4v5s. You guys ended up winning the round with 3 people alive. So how did you coordinate with your teammates? Is that all from practice, all from being together for so long, or what?
Well, we practiced a lot, no doubt, but what I noticed was we kind of shut them down early, and when they finally did hit A with a full attack, at least on a couple of rounds I rotated, my guys did a really good job of keeping them out of the sight and into the really easy to pinch spots. Like a lot of the times when we came into A, they had 2 or 3 mountain, which is that big box right when you come up the ramp, a guy ramp and a guy halls, and that's not really where you want to be when the CTs are roading. So like we just came in, flashed halls, and were able just to peek on the mountain box guys. So my guys did a good job from keeping them to getting like infiltrating the site deep and getting into spawn. Once they have spawn, you pretty much are screwed. So good job to TM and Moses for hanging in there on that.
Yeah, XP3 had a lot of big rounds too, and you guys are great. I think you were like 11-1 after a couple rounds. I mean, you were playing phenomenal. A lot of us, I don't think, were surprised that you guys won. I think that CS:GO Lounge is a little bit off. I think it was like 28% or something ridiculous. And I think a lot of people were saying U5 definitely. We know that you guys have been around for a long time, and we were explaining to everybody else that you guys play the game like it's meant to be played, and probably because you guys have been playing it for so long. But question for you: if you guys didn't win as many rounds CT side, say you won more like 9 or 10, do you think it would have been a little bit more worrisome? They kind of came back a little bit on CT side.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I was telling my guys, let's make a double-digit half, and when we got to 10, I just reinforced it like, hey, we can't stop here. Like, don't give them anything, because every round you went on that CT side just makes your T side that much easier. So I don't know if we've been sweating. We were coming back, stringing some rounds together there, but you want to definitely. I think it's a T-sided map when played on the highest level, but that's just me. So you definitely want on that harder side, CT side. You want to make sure and get as many as you can. I was really happy with how many we got. So
let's see. Does chat have any questions? Anybody have any questions in chat?
Ward,
Maybe David or Bishop.
We should get the whole crew in here. That'd be funny.
Warden,
yo.
what did you eat for breakfast this morning?
I didn't eat breakfast. I got up and went house shopping with my dad, and we got some barbecue for lunch. So
There you go, boys and girls. If you want to go 11-1 and invite on the frag board CT side of Mirage, don't eat breakfast.
Go house shopping. We had a question here from Smexy Nipoles. Warden, do you feel you can beat the bigger teams like you did tonight on Mirage?
I mean, honestly, I feel like my team can be competitive with any team if we're playing well and, winning our situationals. A lot of the time, if you watch us play against an iBuyPower or another really top team in the U.S., if we lose, the scoreline's always close, and we always lost like a 2v2 or like, a 3v2 or something. We made a mistake. So I feel like as long as we're playing well and winning those situationals are so key to Counter-Strike. So I mean, I feel like we're competitive anywhere. I feel like we could even compete with some Euro teams if everyone's playing their game.
I would be curious at how you guys step up against Euros. I feel like I'm not bashing iBuyPower. Don't take this the wrong way, anybody in chat. But I feel like iBuyPower plays a totally different game when they go over to Europe than they do in North America. But we won't even get onto that point. There was a question here. Let's see. What do you think about the newer members of MJ? And how do they stack up to the other invite players?
I mean, Shroud's really good online. He played pretty good at. I think he played pretty good at LAN. The matches I watched, he wasn't like some awful Mossbeck or something. But like, I think Desi's a solid player, and Shroud's a solid player. So I think as long as they're fitting within the teamwork that Irakanji's trying to provide, then they're going to work out just fine. I mean, obviously they're doing good. They're 7-2 or 7-3 now, but I mean that's still a very LAN makeable record, and they're well on their way to making LAN. So obviously it's working out good for them.
Go ahead.
Somebody wants to know what it's like playing now versus 10 years ago. Like, do you still have the same emotions when you play?
Oh yeah, I mean, you definitely get into the game, but as far as the game has just changed. Back then it was all tactics, and now it's just it's tactics mixed in with like raw aggression and people just playing aggressively but using teamwork at the same time. The game's just completely different. The meta has changed. Not to mention this is a completely different game than the one me and Tyler are famed for. So I just enjoy Counter-Strike the franchise. Like I'll never not like Counter-Strike. We played Source, we played Go. Just the whole 5v5, planting a bomb with 2 bomb sites. It's really one of the most excellent FPS that's ever been made. So. Well, I don't necessarily think that NA teams try to not imitate the meta in Euro. I think it comes down to practice. Like in Europe, like you're able to run executes all the time because you don't have like people constantly pushing like idiots. And it's really hard to do that in North America because all these teams online, they all play scrims to win. Like, you notice all these shakeups with teams and stuff. It's like because, maybe they lost 5 scrims in a row and they're like, oh, fuck this. Like, everybody's fighting, breakdowns happen. Like, people are just playing to win. Over in Europe, they play to practice. They play to develop their strat. So when it comes to the big lands, they know they can go to a strat that they feel solid with. And that's the major difference, in my opinion, between North America and Europe.
Somebody asked Warren, how do you approach a team that has such a good record? Because MG went into this 7-2. I mean, you kind of already touched on a record, and then how do you keep that out of your team's head?
I mean, we've been playing so long, dude. We don't give a shit if you're 16-0 or whatever. Like, we feel like we have an opportunity every time we play a match to play well. And if you play well, rounds will come, and if rounds come, you're gonna eventually win the match. So we don't really look at we looked at it as, hey, this is going to be a land-deciding match. We can win this match here and continue down our path towards making land, or we can stumble and possibly not make land. That's how we viewed it. It didn't matter if it was iBuyPower, Exertus, or Manajumas. Like, we're just going to come out and try as hard as we can every match.
Worst comes to worst, you can always say, who the fuck are you versus who, like, you've been
I
around.
Got belts, man.
Yeah, you've been around, everyone knows who you are, but you can always say, does anybody know who you are? I mean, you guys are famous from old school shit.
See, that's the thing. Like, we really haven't proven shit in this game. We may be famous, we may have won a bunch of money playing 1-6, but at the end of the day, I mean, we haven't done anything besides top 3 NA at an ESEA land, which honestly, with our credentials, it's not very impressive to us. Like, we want to do more, we want to be better, and I understand where you're coming from, but at the same time, I may flex my ego in these 10 mans if you ever watch them, but I mean, I know deep down we haven't done shit in this game, and we're all looking to do better.
So that that kind of answers one of my own questions. So you guys are really trying to get back to the top, because I mean, I've talked to Storm, and
I mean, we put in 5 days of practice a week, so obviously we're trying to do as best we can with that. So if we wouldn't be trying to get back on top if we weren't putting 5 days in a week. But my point is, I have a full-time job. I log on a lot of the time after 12 hours of work. Tyler's finishing school and has a full-time job lined up. Moses has a full-time job. David part-time and TM part-time. So we all work. So a lot of the time when we get on, we're just tired. We can't put in that dedicated effort that we would really like to. And not to mention, after you've worked 12 hours, your aim really isn't where you want it to be sometimes. So, I mean, all excuses aside, we try very hard. We are getting older. And I think we're doing well for ourselves for, being an old team with fucking a lot of jobs. So I'm not disappointed at all. We are. I mean, if you're asking, are we ever going to travel to Europe again and play full-time? Probably not. I mean, sometimes we play 5 nights a week. Sometimes I work nights and we just can't play. But it's just the way it is, dude. As you get older and as these teams that are playing Invite get older, they'll start to understand a little bit of what we're going through. Maybe they'll quit altogether, but I still enjoy the game. And I can find time to play the game, and that's what I'm going to
do. Even Adren, he found a job and he had to step down too. I mean, I don't know if that was the full reason.
Yeah, but it goes back. He's on the highest level. I couldn't compete at the highest level right now with my job. So that's what I'm saying. When I was on Cole, when I started feeling the pressure to go back to school and get my things in order, I stepped down too, because you can't be in school full time and trying to get 4.0 and playing Counter-Strike all fucking day. Like, it doesn't work, and you just gotta go in there and decide, hey, it's done is done. Maybe I'll play for fun later.
Bishop, I'm being told your mic is muted, so Matt is just basically talking to himself when you're asking questions.
Can you hear me now?
I work sometimes
We
too.
can hear you, but I'm not
I mean,
sure the stream can.
I work full time and I can't even compete at a fucking main level. I mean, when you get home, like you said, your aim isn't there because you're tired. I want to get home and I want to take a nap and and then maybe play. But I don't know how people do it.
Unfortunately,
I don't know how
I
you
have a
guys do it.
12-hour shift. I get home at 7:30. We're scrimming by 7:40, so there's